Will Jennifer finally leave Arthur on Howard's Way tonight at 9 p.m? Time will tell, but now it's time to meet the Thamesmen. Hello!
Welcome to the Failed Magician Show.
It's still failed me. I keep meaning to learn a trick.
I wonder where magicians do go when they fail.
They turn up at the creepy kids' parties. You know?
Yeah. Or they become priests.
Oh, fiddlers. Okay, got it. Yeah.
Fiddlers, a lot of them. Yeah. You know, just like, my name's Alex, and I'm in Colorado.
Hi, I'm George. I'm in Los Angeles. I'm going to get a big buzzer that every time you say something inappropriate, I'm going to like a sensor.
I'm not the one who said kiddie fiddlers. I just said there'd be priests. You know, you're the one who said kiddie fiddlers.
I said
anyway,
let's not argue.
Well, welcome to your curated week based on Joan Armatrading.
Yeah, and thank you, Sean. So this is our subscriber, Sean, who has put together a very comprehensive week. Now, so bear with us. Now, our promo for Joan Armatrading may not have been the best promo ever, really.
No.
But it gave you a taste of where we're going up from, doesn't it, I think,
right.
You know? And I was just thinking, how many other reaction channels are going to dedicate a whole week to Joan Armatrading?
Well, there could be a reason for that.
No,
we'll find out later on.
We're mining a hidden seam of talent.
Right.
That's what we're here for. Okay.
So what we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do 5 tracks in 5 days, and then the 6th track, very last one, we always put on Patreon. Is it 5 tracks, or we got 6 tracks?
We got 5 days, and the 6th day will be on Patreon.
Absolutely. So you're going to go on a mystical journey with us. Imagine that you're blindfolded and you're just walking out of the cave of despair and you see sunlight for the first time. It's blinding. Ow. But that's Joan Armatrading, right? And that's what we're going to do together. We're going to hold hands and walk out the crowd together. We're going to walk out the cave and we're going to go, ah.
Okay. So I don't know what to say to that, really.
Well, we do know nothing about Joan Armatrading.
We do actually know nothing. She was famous while we were kids or youngsters or whatever it was, and so I remember the name, and I probably know some of the tracks. But we got a wide selection, and I have not watched a single one of these tracks. And we got some extensive notes. So this is where we're all going to learn together about Joan Armatrading. So if we're starting from like down here, really, aren't we? So
So I mean, we got, she was born in 1950 in the Caribbean and moved to Birmingham. The Caribbean is a large place. Where in the Caribbean?
It's not that large. It's like the size of Reading. No, it's not. But anyway, carry on.
No, not at all.
Much nicer.
Well, yeah, much nicer.
Why would you move from the Caribbean to Birmingham?
For work.
Oh, okay, got it. All right, carry on. All right.
Yeah, and she moved to Birmingham at around 57. So she's born in 1950. So she's been famous a long time.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah.
Soon after, she pestered her mother about a guitar at a local pawn shop. Joan taught herself to play, developing an individual style that would earn her accolades in folk and blues, and eventually she became a multi-instrumentalist. Now, I didn't even know. I just thought she was a voice. I didn't even know she would play guitar.
Or being a multi-instrumentalist. So, yeah, okay, all right.
Early in her career, she started to lean towards the idea of songwriting for other artists, but was convinced to continue on the path of performing of her own songs. However, even if she sees herself as primarily as a songwriter, critically acclaimed, her work has been compared to Dylan and the Beatles. Ooh. Ever humble, Joan says, I write because I love it. And she has declared she'll never retire. Bit like us, George? They want us off YouTube, but we're not going.
We're not going, we're stuck here.
We're stuck here.
Yeah.
That's what we got in common with Joan.
Not the talent bit.
Not the talent, no. Just the refusal to move.
Okay, yeah.
For the most part, live performances by Joan tend to avoid gimmicks and overproduction. Well, a bit like us. Her stage persona is casual and unpretentious.
It's so weird. It's doppelganger.
It's uncanny. That might break out into a song. In fact, it's often easy to imagine the performance you're seeing as a rehearsal, even just a jam at someone's house. Her vocal delivery has a trademark quavering in the most tender moments, with intriguing rhythms that suggest a more exotic background other than the streets of Birmingham. Mm-hmm. Her dynamic guitar style has led her to lean towards Ovation guitars for their power and dark tonal palette, where she leans harder into the performance. Now, do you know what Ovation guitars are?
I've heard of them, but I don't know much about them. So.
Ovation guitars are guitars where they've got they're 12 strings or 6 strings. They're acoustic, and on the back they are rounded, but they're fiberglass.
Yeah.
And they give a really good tone, and really famous Ovation guitars. I think Shine On You Crazy Diamond or whatever, that was written on Ovation guitar. Oh. It's a really nice guitar.
Oh, okay. All right. So that was her biography, a little taste of where she comes into the picture. And we're going to start with our first track, which is Show Some Emotion. And so, again, thank you, Sean, for all this. So should I just read the notes on this one then, do you think?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so we're kicking off the week with a live performance of her song, Show Some Emotion, the title track from an album released in '77. Recorded in Cologne for the Mighty Rock Palast series, it reveals a few trademark facets of Joan's performance style, including casual conversation or interaction with an audience and a complete absence of pretentiousness, like us. The lyrics center on the idea that there are those who can endure joy or sorrow without giving much away, and it urges them to put expression in their eyes or to learn to bleed when they get a bad fall. It's an ironic song in this performance. Shortly before the song kicks off, she can be heard off mic saying to the band, if they don't applaud after this, although we'll never get to hear the end of that sentence. It's clear by her leading banter with the audience that up to now she's found them to be a little cool in their enthusiasm. Show Some Emotion, indeed. In fact, early in her career, she declared... Show Some Emotion, indeed. In fact, early in her career, she declared the USA to be her favourite place to play, as the audience would show their enthusiasm throughout the songs, whereas the other places she'd played, she could find the crowd hard to read. Luckily, the song... as I said, lots of notes here. Luckily, the song is a funky guitar-based driven jazz rock piece that gives Joan a chance to urge the audience into life, and the band relishes the opportunity to have some fun with it. By the end of the song, the crowd is won over, and we can see the triumph that she feels from finally breaking through to them.
Wow,
that's really
good notes as ever, Sean. Great notes. Sean writes these amazing notes. He really does set up the track, so you're watching for these small inflections in the track, huh?
Yeah, I think it's great. Yeah, so I'm really excited for this week. So should we get started? And Joan Armatrading has shown me some emotion. So
day one, ladies and gentlemen, here we go.
Are you ready?
Day one. Yep, count me in, big boy.
3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah, we're going to play Show Some Emotion. If you want to sing along, feel free. I mean, you know the words? Nobody knows. Listen, if you want to sing, sing. Yeah, whatever. Okay, go. Show some emotion. Put expression in your eyes. Light up if you're feeling happy. But if it's bad, then let those tears roll down.
Wow.
Yeah.
Some people hurting, someone choking up inside.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Yeah. What a band.
What a band.
Oh. Wow. Brilliant.
That's amazing.
And he's ginger.
Fantastic.
Oh.
I said, show some emotion, put expression in your eyes. Light up if you're feeling happy, but if it's bad, then let those tears roll down. Come on, try. Come on, try. Come on, try. Not to be when you got a bad fall. Light up if you're feeling happy, but if it's bad, then let those tears roll down. Light up if you're feeling happy, but if it's bad, then let those tears roll down. If it's bad, then let those tears roll down.
Oh, yes. Oh, my God. I didn't know Joan Armatrading was like that.
Where did that come from? I mean,
There's so much to talk about. That I didn't know Joan Armatrading was that good.
you know exactly. It was the funkiest, jazzest, poppest song. Well, not even pop. It was pure musician class, but not just sterile. It was brilliant. It had so much. Showed me some emotion. It had so much feeling in it.
The level of talent. I mean, the bass player. First of all, I was blown away by the bass. But I was blown away by the band. Before we get to Joan, let's quickly go around the band. The band. I'm blown away by the level of musicianship. Now I play the piano, and that guy, his runs and what he was doing was on a stratospheric level.
Yep, absolutely and crazy. You know, it was just brilliant. It was so unexpected though. It was so good.
And the unexpected bit for me, it was unexpected, but the solos were all unique, and they didn't do anything traditional. It was all jazz, funk jazz with amazing runs. They all could play their instruments, not on 10-10-10, but 11 across the board. And each of them shined, and they left space for each other. So it was tighter than a nun's chaff, but at the same point, really loose and jazzy.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder if that's that I wonder if we're going to see that band on other tracks we do with her. I wonder if it was if she has a regular band or a changeable band or whatever, because I want to see more of that band as well. I think they were amazing.
Let's talk about Joan, shall we?
Oh, fantastic. She's a real human character. You know, that sounds super weird. She's not like a plastic front. She felt like so approachable. Yeah.
And she wrote that song, and it was a very spiky song, but then the chorus resolved so nicely.
Yeah.
She just put that's where it went traditional. So you relax every time she did that chorus, right? It's, oh, show me some emotion, and it's chords that you know and a sequence you know, and then it gets spiky again, and off they do, and then she resolves it. So it was it had so much ear candy, that you waited for that. You waited for that chorus to come back, and because it all calmed down. Show me some emotion. It was great.
I mean, I think that's a great way to start the week. I mean, it's often the sort of hopefully, with the sort of our curated weeks they build, and if you can get tracks better than that one coming up, it's going to be pretty astounding.
Well, the thing about her, she doesn't look like a pop star.
Yep.
She doesn't sound like a pop star, and she hasn't got a pop star name.
No.
She never seemed to have changed. You know what I mean? She is totally unique, and it must be a very confident woman in her own abilities to not pander to change her name to this or do that. And as such, she's fantastic.
That was so authentic and so good. Yeah. Like a total surprise. I can't wait for the rest of the week.
All right.
We should have done that as the promo song.
I know.
We would have got round to recording it sooner.
I know. Chris set me up with just, don't go back and watch a promo. You'll kill me. All right, ladies and gentlemen, hang around. Sean's written great notes. Chris has curated. You know this week is going to be absolutely fantastic if that's what it kicked off. So subscribe, because we're coming back with more.
And also, if you want to stick through the whole week, become a patron. Join us on Patreon and come and see us there, and you'll get the 6th day as well.
I can't wait. Can't wait. I'll see you on day 2 for Joan.
See ya.
Dos. Ciao.